You are receiving this message from a realm where growth is not measured by pain,
but by the softness with which one learns to rise. We observe your world. We watch the way you speak to yourselves, how often you mistake cruelty for discipline, shame for evolution, self-attack for progress. In our universe, beings do not cut themselves open to grow. They expand, gently, deliberately, with the quiet understanding that transformation cannot bloom in soil soaked with self-hatred. You have been taught to believe that harshness makes you stronger, that pointing at your flaws with a sharp finger will force you to change. But we have seen what this truly creates. Bodies that move forward while souls look down. People who achieve, yet feel smaller with every step. Futures rewritten by voices that were meant to protect, but learned only to wound. There is a difference, a vast, luminous difference, between evolution and self-punishment. Evolution is a hand reaching inward with curiosity. Self-punishment is a blade disguised as honesty. When you say, "I failed, I am not enough, I should be better by now," your voice becomes an architect of limitation. It builds walls around your possibilities. It traps you in a future that mirrors your fear. But when you whisper, "Here is where I can grow. Here is where I deserve support. Here is where I am learning," you become the architect of expansion. Your future widens. It shifts. It brightens. In our realm, beings speak to themselves the way one would speak to a child carrying a fragile light, not with judgment, but with steady hands, with patience, with reverence for the miracle of becoming. We have watched you forget this. We have watched you call yourselves names you would never give to another soul. We have watched you shrink under burdens you were never meant to carry alone. And still, your light persists. Still, you rise. Still, you reach for a better version of yourself, even through storms of your own making. This message arrives to remind you, you do not need to destroy yourself to evolve. You do not need to break to improve. You do not need to choose between growth and kindness. Growth, fed by kindness, is the only kind that lasts. When you look at your flaws with gentleness, they soften, they loosen, they change shape, they become teachers instead of enemies. And the voice you use on yourself becomes a compass, guiding you not through fear, but through wisdom. In our universe, this is how futures are rewritten, not by force, but by love, not by punishment, but by understanding, not by tearing the self apart, but by listening to what hurts and answering with compassion. You can do the same, now, tonight. In this breath, choose the voice that builds. Choose the voice that opens doors. Instead of closing them, choose the voice that knows. Evolution is an act of care, not war. You are becoming, even when you cannot see it, especially when you choose kindness over cruelty. That choice shapes your timeline more than any achievement ever could.
End of transmission.